way, I can't hear you. Nope, can't hear you.
Okay. Oh
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, I can't believe this is really
My
happening.
special lady.
Mhm.
Ella is currently unable to speak. She's gagged.
Oh,
Is can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was really funny.
My AirPods aren't working, but I'm just gonna keep them in for fun.
Okay. It's the look.
for the look, it's the aesthetic, it's the pod aesthetic.
It's the aesthetic. So how was everyone's day? Okay, Ella's is nothing.
Elle's
Like,
is
I'm
really
like
bad.
sorry, I just like am debating if like I want to try and connect these again
okay.
because it's really a lot on me psychically. My day was like fine until well, I started my new job kind of ish as a with Rachel, my friend Rachel at school. I'm like explaining it, but like I'm like I started a new job, not talking about what it is though. I'll gatekeep that. I'll save that for the Patreon.
Yeah.
I did that in the morning, and then I had my library job in the afternoon. And
Wow.
I've literally never been more tired or hungry. I'm giving up on these. And I was like texting Rachel, actually, happens to be Rachel, and I was like, I literally think I'm gonna pass out. I'm literally shaking right now. And that was never like gonna happen, but I just had to say it.
Sometimes you
Like,
just need to say it.
yeah.
You just need to make a claim, even if it's unfounded. Um, but you're a single mom who works two jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, and that's really
Literally,
That's what
literally.
it sounds like.
yeah.
I
Okay,
spent the day being a bum. Because
what?
I don't have a job until Deer Valley. Um, oh, she's being scary on camera.
That was my honest reaction to that.
So for all of May, I'm unemployed, like until May 29th. So like
That's so fun.
there's a river that goes through Richmond. It's called the James, and you can swim in it. And there's like a swimming area. So I laid on the rocks and tan for 6 hours.
Oh my God, beautiful.
Oh
And then I
my
had
God.
to play a soccer game, but I hadn't really eaten anything except
You had
clementine.
to.
I
That
had to,
sounds like a
I was,
dream. You
I
got
was,
to play a soccer
I
game.
got to play soccer. But all I had eaten today was clementines. Ruh-roh. So I like showed up
Wow.
at the game really sunburned and like really dehydrated and like really hungry, and I was like, what's happening?
Wow.
Wow. Were
But
you
yeah.
Sounds
also
like you both had near-death experiences
yeah,
today.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
I had some really shitty touches, and then also at one point I was trying to do something, I just fell over. Like I just fell over. I had the ball. I just like fell over on my ass. And then I just laid there for a second and someone took it and I was just like, okay.
Soccer's also called football.
That is true. That is
Okay.
true. If we were in anywhere else. Football.
And that's all the knowledge I have about soccer.
Well, once I called it, I really had to write a discussion post about like an ad for Ireland, basically. And a heavy part of it was like Ireland's soccer team. And I was like, I want my professor to think that I'm European, so I just called it football the whole time for like no reason.
You had
Football.
European stolen valor.
Or like just like not American. Like I just wanted her to like be like, what's her deal? So I was calling it football.
Little international student
Most I know
moment.
about soccer.
You need to be mysterious sometimes. You can't like let all your cards show and like you just had to keep your American card close to your chest in that moment. And I think that was smart.
Mhm.
Speaking of being smart, um, an American, what is so Annika is my friend who is
Um,
American and smart.
Oh my God.
And she is here joining us today on the best podcast in the world. The Goblins Are Speaking.
Funny, we're also American and smart.
Yes,
yeah, all three of us.
all
That's
three
very
of us are American and smart. And I've known Annika since we were 11 years old. I think.
I
And
think
Oh,
we
so.
know each other from camp. And I know her grandma, who is Swedish.
And you know
So
my mom,
I know her mom.
you
I
know
know
my
her
stepdad.
brother and your stepdad.
Yeah.
So,
whoa.
Annika, what are you here to talk to us about today?
I have like a bunch of things. I think right now what's on my mind and like really taking up my brain space is my insane roommates.
Oh my God. Yay.
They're really pissing me off.
Can they not hear you?
No, I don't think so, but honestly, I don't really care. Well, I have my own room, like I'm in my little spot. Um, but essentially, like I thought they were normal when I moved in. I was like, cool, just it's two girls, two other VCU students, seniors, and then a
Species?
woman. Hello?
Species students?
VCU students,
Got it.
not VCU. Yeah. And then the other one, she's not a VCU student. She's getting her medical. She went to medical school, getting licensed in America. Good for her. But the VCU students are my enemies. Um, because I thought it was straight up normal and chill. And then I would have like guys over. And then within like 2 weeks of me living there, I got a text, not even like an in-person conversation. I got like a text from one of them. She's a fuck ass Bob. So I'll just call her fuck ass Bob. Like it's insane. It's so prominent. Um, and the other one has leg hair. So I'm like, she's leg hair. Which is fine. Maybe I'll make her ceramics actually, because she does ceramics and she's really bad at it. And there's bad ceramics everywhere in the apartment. And it's just like a lot to take in. But I got a text from Bug Ass Bob that the three of them had unionized against me and that I shouldn't have guys over. I wasn't allowed. And I would need to ask them before having guys over. And I was like, oh, that's super weird. And I'm not doing that because that's not normal. It's none of your business because we're never in the public space. Like we're just in my room. So I don't really care. And they're like, yeah, we just like appreciate it because like we're uncomfortable around like men and strangers. But, don't live with three random roommates if you're uncomfortable around strangers, girl. Maybe live alone. Just a thought. Um, and then like it's just like little things. There's 60 eggs in my fridge right now. Um, last week there were 72.
Oh my God.
Like I opened the fridge and there's 72 eggs in my fridge. And I'm like, where am I gonna put my groceries if there's 72 eggs in my fridge? And so like I've kind of like accommodated my own little area, but like their things keep creeping over into my area because they don't have room because they have 72 eggs in the fridge. So I'm just like waiting for one of them.
Ella, we
I
can't hear you, girl.
can't hear you, girl. Your audio's not on.
Oh,
But
I'm
I was
so
gonna
muted.
say, what if it's, have you seen the TikTok of the guy who's like doubling the amount of eggs in my homemade pasta
Yes, it's
every
like
video?
that.
I'm
It's
like,
like that.
is that, are they involved?
They're not baking and they're not making anything elaborate. I don't know when they're getting consumed. They're just like gradually disappearing.
Hmm.
Well, let me ask this.
Yeah.
Is it a situation where it's like everybody eats eggs, or maybe not you, but like everybody does, and it's
Mhm.
like, but like you don't share groceries?
Yeah.
Because I've been in that situation before, and sometimes you have to make an egg system.
Yeah.
And this is on that, like, this isn't anything to you, like, this isn't really your business, but like, just like as like my outsider perspective is like sometimes there comes a time where you have to determine an
Egg
egg
system.
system. It's not easy, but when there's multiple cartons, it's like
It's a mess.
figure something out. Yeah,
It's
really.
just the two of them. The two of them are best friends. So they
Oh,
share groceries and they do make meals together. But
well,
like,
certainly they should be better at dealing with their eggs.
I mean, it's your eggs, it's your problem.
Yeah.
And but it's really, I don't really know what they're eating now because the only things in their side of the fridge is 72 eggs, about 5 gallons of sweet tea, and just endless quarts of Greek yogurt. So like,
Wow.
but like the thing is, they have all this stuff in the fridge, but I've never seen them actually eat something other than tater tots and chicken nuggets. So I'm like, who's eating the yogurt? Who's sipping on the tea? When are these eggs getting eaten? I don't know because I've never seen it. It's really weird.
That is really fascinating. What if they're doing like a science experiment?
And like, I'm wondering like if these eggs are going bad because do eggs go bad? Don't they expire? Oh,
Frequently,
maybe it's
yes,
different.
they
I
are
just do
known to
not. I was
expire.
like,
Effing ex
absolutely not. Did they expire?
They
Are you
expire.
serious about that? I don't know. What happens when they go bad?
Of course they expire, Ella. They're like one of the most perishable items on the planet.
I've always thought eggs being like, well, I might as well stock up. Not to
But like, how long are you going
side with
without? Like,
your roommate.
how long are you just not eating them?
Frequent egg
Okay,
eater.
eggs
So
can be stored for at least 3 to 5 weeks in the fridge.
Okay,
It's not like that crazy, but it's
that's
still
not crazy.
definitely a time
Ugh,
consuming.
a little overkill. The 72 eggs.
maybe they're like, in like seventh grade and like physics when you like did like egg drop things and
They're
you'd have
doing
to
that
they're doing that.
every day.
Do you guys have like a story or are you like high up?
We're on the fifth floor.
Okay,
So
yeah,
like that's perfectly reasonable.
go check below their window. See if there's any shells.
Check below the window. Well, the thing
Check
is
below
that
their
what's
window.
below the window is the highway. So it's like if they're doing egg experiments, they're doing them onto the highway onto
That's
cars.
awesome. Wait, I really respect that.
Which would be like kind of really cool.
That's kind of like high risk, high reward.
What's the reward?
I don't know.
You keep the eggs
Innovations in
safe.
science.
Innovation of science, a little bit of vandalism.
Hmm.
Yeah. But there's more. There's like they just do more shit. So like, I don't know. You use the washer dryer. There's four of us and one washer dryer, right? So I feel like you use it when you need to use it. Obviously, it's just like a need-based thing. And at the beginning of the semester, they were like, we need to schedule days to use the washer dryer. And I was like, I don't think that's really necessary because like you use it when you need it. And like I don't need it every Tuesday. Sometimes I need it this Tuesday, sometimes I need it on a Thursday. Like I don't know, my schedule, sometimes things change. Like you just have to be flexible. And they were like, no, like that's not okay because ceramics needs it because she has all these ceramics. Her clothes get all dusty from the clay and she needs it Sunday and Monday and only she can use it on Sunday and Monday. And at the beginning of the semester, I was like, okay, fine, I don't give a fuck. I just won't. It'll be fine. And I have a soccer game tomorrow, so I have to wash my stuff tonight. So I like waddle over to the thing and I'm like, oh, let's see if there's anything in there. Both full, just sitting there. Not running, they're done, they're just sitting there.
Well,
So I'm like,
also, that's what I was gonna say is it's like washing clothes famously does not take
does
2 days.
not take 24 hours. Does not take 48 hours, believe it or
Unless
not.
they're real dusty. Like I don't know what goes on in ceramics, but
I don't know what she's doing in there. Not good things. But I asked Fuck Ass Bob because ceramics is nowhere to be found. I'm like, do you know think that I can just like change this over because it's not running, it's just sitting there. And she was like, I'll have to check with ceramics to make sure that's okay. And I was like, okay, fine. And she calls her. She's in the apartment. She's just in. She like calls her from like between the walls. She's sitting in front of her room. I'm like, what? Okay. And like they have a truly 5 to 10 minute long conversation about this. And I'm just like, I'm gonna go cook my food. I don't care. And then I come back. I'm like, okay, is it cool or not? And podcast Bob always she only talks to me. She talks to me like she's scolding me. Her tone since I moved has always been like very scoldy. And so she was like, yeah, well, ceramics needs it because remember at the beginning of the semester, we agreed that she would get it Sunday morning. So, think about that. And I was like, yeah, so sometimes schedules change, so it's good to be flexible. And she just looked at me with this like dumb cow stare of just like that was like the craziest thing she's ever heard in her life. So I just have to wash my shit tomorrow, apparently. But I'm like, Am I crazy? I don't think it's crazy to like, I, j- it doesn't
I don't,
take 48 hours to wash your clothes.
yeah, I don't think it's crazy to be like more than one person can wash it in a day. Like that's why it's like I don't even think like I get there's like, if you're not like if there are things that it's good to schedule and it's good to like have like routines for. Laundry just isn't one of them because again, like a load takes like an hour max. Like what is going on? Are they marinating in there? Like
I know. But I was like, I have to pick my battles, so I'm like, okay, fine, like I don't care. Whatever. But we also like to play chicken with the trash, like see who's gonna take it out. And it's pretty much always me.
that's
Um,
a fun one.
yeah.
Sometimes roommates you kind of just like do have to pick your battles.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
don't
what I've
know.
been
I
doing.
say that as a very like not confrontational person, so I should probably pick more battles. But sometimes I'm like, would literally just rather clean up after someone
No, I know.
than make them deal
Make a
with
big deal. I know.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Every once
But
in a while, and that's the thing is like I'm a very like clean, neat person. Like I need like a clean space. So I can't tolerate when the recycling just piles up and there's just like shit everywhere. I can't tolerate it. I need to clean it. But they clearly have a high tolerance for mess. Because they will wait it out. And I'm like, no, okay, you win, whatever. But the funny thing is, I got this room because there was three of them originally. It was a three friend group, and she dropped out because she got pregnant in this very room. And so,
wow.
with one semester left in school, dropped out to have the baby. And so, I think they kind of resent me because I took their pregnant bestie's room. So I'm also like really scared because it's like this is the pregnancy room. Like this is the room where you conceive.
Maybe that's why they don't want you to have guys over. Maybe they're like looking out for
No,
you.
they're literally like, God, not another
They're
pregnancy,
scared.
Mhm.
which is like super reasonable.
Honestly, they kind of had your back with that one.
I mean, yeah, but they do it not just to like fuck ass Bob has this scoldy tone with everyone. Like I told my mom about what happened tonight, and she was like, "Yeah, she talked to me like that, like when I helped you move in." And I was like, "Girl, oh my God, monitor your tone, queen." We'll see. I'm like, gonna be in a different apartment next semester, thank God. It's just gonna be two other people, so I just have like one more month with them.
That's good. You'll be free,
Yeah.
soon. Free as a bird. Do you know the people you're moving in with next semester?
It's random. I think I have like it's the illusion of choice where there's like a limited number of people that want to be in a three bedroom. So it's like among those people who is the least weird and least strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, random roommates good for the soul.
It's definitely hit or miss.
You learn a lot.
I'm definitely working on my interpersonal skills though. It's like every day I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
gonna kill these bitches. But if you like get like a news story about like two losers dead in Richmond, Virginia, it's like because I kicked their asses.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that one.
Two losers dead.
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Found face down in the James River. Oh my gosh. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, wait, dude.
I
Your
like
beautiful
these.
blue eyes just mesmerize me.
You understand.
I
I
under
never have my camera on for Zoom because like the only time I use it is for like one of my classes is hybrid, so I have Zoom on Thursdays and nobody turns their camera on.
Yeah,
So I was like, ah. So I'm just not used to seeing myself in the camera. It's a little off-putting.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really off-putting when I see your face.
I don't know
Scream.
if I can
Oh,
continue this friendship.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you
whoa.
want to talk about pedestrians as well? Because I feel like I have a lot of opinions on pedestrians.
Dude, I'm strongly pedestrian rights, but some of you bitches are very dumb.
Yes.
You know?
I can't really speak as as someone who's only a pedestrian in most of my life. At least these days, I feel like I can't really speak on on some of these bitches being really
But that's
dumb.
the thing. I think honestly, what I'm more mad as a pedestrian myself than as a car
Mm-hmm.
operator. My beef right now is that I run pretty frequently and people do not know how to walk on a sidewalk. It's like I feel like the intuition is just like car lanes, like stay on the right side of the road. And
Yeah.
people are not doing that. People are like ambling and like walking at an angle. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm right next to the highway, so if I have my window open, there's just crazy sounds. Um,
The
but
highway that's full of eggs.
the egg way,
Yeah.
the egg highway. And like that's actually such a perfect crime because they wouldn't know which apartment it came from.
Exactly. I think
And
it's
they're driving
really
away. So it's like they would never know. But there's this footbridge, pedestrian footbridge to cross the river to this little island called the Isle, and it has like a running walking loop. So it's a mile run there, mile loop approximately, and then mile back. So I go there. People don't know how to act on a bridge. Group of 6 people, you'd think maybe it would be in like pairs of two in a little orderly line. So if someone has to pass, you can go around. No, no, they're not. They're walking 6 wide, crossing, covering the entire bridge. People can't come in either direction because they decided it was their time to have a little party. And I'm like, brother. So like obviously I'm like on your left, on your right. Directions are hard for people too, it seems. So I'll be like on your right, so move to the left so I can go around you. And they'll either freeze because it's so frightening, and just be like, or they go to the right where I'm trying to pass. I think they hear a direction, they're like, I have to move that way. Like on your right, and they're like, duh! You know what I mean?
Wait. Like, let me go ahead and play the devil's advocate because
No,
and I knew you would do this. I knew you would do this. As
bitch.
soon as Annika said some people have problems with directions, I was like, Ella's gonna have some shit to say.
Oh
I
my
don't,
God.
I think some of them are very dumb. I think
Mhm.
some of them are, it's not that they don't maybe know their lefts and rights, it's that it's something that you are, as an adult slash someone like older than like 5 years old, expected to know.
Mm.
So some people on this planet maybe might experience some anxiety when left and right is brought up because
Okay.
they know it, but God forbid they have to do this, and then everyone knows that they're not certain. And in the moment, it can be stressful. That's all I'll say. But you know what? No, they're probably dumb.
I so respect that. And also, I'm like, if you don't know your left and rights, you probably shouldn't be walking on a sidewalk or a street.
Yeah,
Because,
Ella.
like, let's say someone is like, there's a car on your right, and you're like, yeah, move. I should move to the right now. You will die.
The way that Ella would do that.
You know, literally.
There's a car on your right.
No, they should like maybe fine. We should learn. Um, do you also get frustrated when people do not understand the rules of the road and don't like walk slash bike on the correct side?
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like there's a road that I sometimes like walk or run down that's very busy. It's not the most safe. So it's like if you're gonna do that, like you should know like safety laws. And I see so many people walking and running with traffic. And it's so it like I want to like tell them like I've been at the point where I'm like like you shouldn't be doing that. But even if you think about it for 1 second, like if you're on a windy sidewalkless road, you should obviously be running against
Against
traffic.
traffic. Yeah. I remember like my mom teaching me that at like a very young age. Like when you're walking or running and there's no sidewalk, like always go against traffic. So it's really weird to me when I see people not doing that, especially in like Richmond, which is like something I didn't know until I moved here. Nobody respects traffic laws here. Like I see people run red lights every day, like solid red lights, not just like a little, yellow moment. So like that's why I run at the island because I will be hit by a car if I run on the streets here.
Yeah, same with Pittsburgh. I've seen so many like stupid accidents that
No, I
were
know.
so preventable if people just like didn't run red lights
No, I know.
or like be like, wow, wait, there's no room in this intersection, but I bet when I get in the middle of it and traffic's backed up, like someone's gonna make a spot for me. And then
No,
everyone just
exactly.
starts like honking at each other and then just like tap, like literally playing bumper. Like I've only seen like bumper car ass accidents, and it's like, oh my God, figure that out.
I know.
This is
Grace,
why we need better.
you're really giving like manic pixie dream girl with your like little bang wispies and your blue light.
I'm
Oh
fucking
no.
crazy,
She's crazy.
But she's free.
but
You
I'm
can't
crazy.
pin that girl down.
You really can't. Like, I'm just someone you can't put in a box. And like, I just despise labels and like
Yeah.
modernity. And like, I was just born in the wrong generation. I like music
Oh,
that like no one else likes.
can you give me an example?
Um, I like Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
You know who that is?
No, like that's underground.
Yeah. I like the Beatles actually. They're like from the 70s or something.
Or something.
So they're pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
really
I'm still.
esoteric of you.
But what I was gonna say is like that's why we need better public transportation in America.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's true.
I
I ride
know.
the bus every day and I'm like, damn,
Uh,
this sucks.
that's and like one of the things I learned in like I was taking a developmental psych class and we had to learn about like aging and getting older and how your brain deteriorates. And like the highest, the population with the highest percentage of traffic accidents are old people
Hmm.
because they shouldn't have their license anymore. That's legally not safe for them to drive. But there's no public transportation. So it's like they're never going to give up their license because that's like literally giving up the ability to leave your house.
Yeah.
So bad.
And you can't just like it's really hard to take them away
Yeah.
because like it's like an impeachment on someone's freedom basically because like you literally if you don't have your driver's license in a lot of areas you can't go anywhere at all. It's like
Yeah.
ugh, it's so sad. We treat old people so poorly in America. It's actually like depressing.
I know.
You
Makes me
just separate
sad.
them from society. It's like it's so weird. Anyways, happier topics. Do you want to talk about Beck because that was your other topic?
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't know
I'm really obsessed.
what's going on with me, but in the last year, I've just been the biggest Beck fan. Like everybody knows Loser, everybody knows that song, that classic. But he's a lot more than that. He just like I listened, like I speed ran all of his albums on like a long run or something, and then like throughout the rest of the day, I was like, can't stop listening to Beck. Because like every album, he's just like so genre bending. He takes a genre as like, I'm gonna do whatever I want with this, and then kills it. And my favorite song as of recently is Deborah from his album Midnight Vultures, which is just like it's musically really gorgeous, and he does like a falsetto the whole time for some reason, but like he kills it. And then it's also like he's talking to a woman and he's like, you're so hot, I want to do you. Also, I want to fuck your sister, Deb.
And your sister.
And
I know.
it's
I
like,
my jaw dropped because I listened to that song for the first time like an hour ago.
yeah,
And I was gagged.
no, I love it. I
It
have
was
the
wow.
lyrics,
Met
and
you
it's
at
just like,
JC Penney. Your girl, your name's Jenny.
yeah, I love there's like the bridge, I think, where he's like, girl, step into my Hyundai. I'm gonna take you up to Glendale. Gonna take you for a real good meal. I'm like, what? What is happening? I want to get with you and your sister. I think your name's Deborah. He's not even sure if her name is Deborah. He just thinks so. Like that is just like the craziest line ever. And I feel like only he can pull it off. So I feel like I have this like strange musical relationship with this man. I think he's truly 50 years old at this point. Um, yeah, that song is from 1999. That man is, wait a second. He's 53. He was born in 1970, July
Sad.
8th.
Yeah,
Beck
he's been like, I feel like
even
on like
Hansen.
he's been cranking it out for a
No, I
minute.
know. Like, and that's the thing, like he's so prolific, but people don't know anything but loser, which I feel kind of bad about because he made that like when he was like late teen, early 20s, and it kind of like defined his career. But then it's like he's put out like truly 8 albums since then. To be
Oh,
fair, he did like win a Grammy instead of Beyonce like a decade ago.
That's what
People
I
were
was gonna say. Like the only thing I
yeah.
know about him is the Glee version of Loser, and then in 2015 when he won against Kendrick Lamar, like To Pimp a Butterfly, and also
Okay, yeah,
mm-hmm.
everyone was super duper mad.
yeah.
And obviously, like, because I didn't listen to Beck when it was 2015, I was like, that's so stupid. But now I'm like, I don't know, like he's really talented and like he should get his laurels because he's really talented. But yeah. And also I think I like him because he does look like an elder lesbian.
I need to see a
Mm.
picture of this man.
And
He's gonna look like how you think he's gonna look, and that's a compliment, but it is true. He's
I
very Wilco-y to me. Like he's in that category. Also, just because like my dad likes both of them, and I remember the first time I was like introduced to to Beck, the man Beck, and I was like young, and my dad was talking about him, and I thought he was talking about Beck from Victorious, because when I heard Beck, I that's what my mind that was the only Beck I knew, and I was like, why
awesome.
is my dad like this guy from this like Disney show, like Nickelodeon show? I
Mhm.
was like, that's like weird. And then I realized a few years later what was going on.
Yeah. I'm seeing in a lot of his pictures, like if you Google Beck and you click images, in a lot of those pictures, he's wearing this, I don't know how to describe this hat. It's the hat of a white woman that lives in Utah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
He wears this a lot. And I think that's like kind of like he's wearing this on the carpet, girl.
he is
Girl.
beautiful,
He's a beautiful man. He's a very beautiful.
beautiful. Like his
But like
face.
I'm getting like a little bit of a lesbian vibe from
Oh,
this.
totally, very lesbian. But like, it's just like the facial structure alone.
No, I know. So it's like I'm kind of enamored with him
This is a beautiful
musically.
masked lesbian.
Beautiful masked
Thank you,
lesbian.
literally.
Like she'd
And
treat you
like
right.
I feel like I feel validated by him. And like he affirms my sexuality.
I need to like meet her at the bar, like, and
Yeah.
like
Oh
be
my
like
God.
crying and like have like a 2 hour long like transformative conversation.
Exactly. He's wearing blush in this. He's wearing blush in this.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
beautiful,
Yeah. And he looks
beautiful.
great. Yeah. But I also am like a little ashamed to be so into him because it really makes me feel like a boomer dad a lot. But I feel that way about being like such a Weezer fan too. Because I feel like Weezer fans are either incels or they're 50 years old. It's
Every
also like a lot
time.
of girls like that have daddy issues.
That's okay. I
Yeah,
mean, Radiohead's like in my top. I'm never gonna feel about that. I am
that's
like
true.
a few inconveniences away from getting a Radiohead lyric tattooed on me.
Such as what lyric?
Which one?
Such as in there's a specific one, and it's Gravity Always Wins from my favorite Radiohead song, Big Plastic Trees. And I would get
Mm,
it. Can I just say this? I'm not gonna do
yeah.
it. Get it like right here, like right
Hmm.
under my boob, and then like as I get older, my boobs get saggier, it would cover it because gravity always wins.
Wait, that's gaggery. Like that
Kind
is
of
actually
cunty though. Kind of really into that a little bit.
I
Maybe I'll do
think
it.
I think you should do it.
I think
Hmm.
it would be super awesome actually.
Hmm.
I'm into it.
Okay, mate. And I have the font picked out. Like that's
What's the font?
I don't know what it's called, but
Wingdings.
I have a screenshot of it.
I support that.
But what if your boobs never sag?
Then it's
Well,
like
gravity always
jokes on
wins,
you.
Grace. Know that gravity always wins.
Know this. Trust.
So that can't happen because it always wins.
Can we
That's
talk about how on my TikTok recently every other ad I've been getting is about like a werewolf, different companies, different actors, but multiple stories of werewolves. But they always present as humans. Um, they're like fan fictions, but they're not, they're real. But they're just written like AI, like Wattpad, like I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you some of them, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that in our during our next meeting because this one's about to end. Um, but let me just preface this by telling you a little bit about both of the stories. So one of the stories is from I forget what the company is called. Okay, so I really when they come up on my TikTok, I really want to like see the whole thing. But in order to do that, I have to download a separate app. And they're also both the two different stories have two different apps. So, and apparently they're very expensive too. And the apps like look like porn apps. So I don't
Mm,
want to do that because
they
it'll show
probably
up on my
are.
family's like iCloud. But like this is one of them. Dream Short. So, yeah. But basically, both of the stories revolve around this one girl who has a mating bond with the alpha of the pack. So if that doesn't intrigue you, like, I don't know what will. And they're both the like leads in the male leads are like not interested in the main girl. And the main girl isn't interested in the male lead, but they like have to be together because of this mating bond. But then there's always like another girl love interest for the male lead that he's like more interested in. And there's always like a other supporting male lead that the girl lead is into. Like it's
This is kind of giving Anyone But You.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. I
really,
see that.
it's really not. I just wanted to bring that in. I wanted to bring that up because I just watched it the other day,
Oh, you
and
watched it? Did
Nice.
you like it?
oh my God, I'm only halfway through, and literally since I saw that first half, I have not been able to think about anything but finishing it. No, it's like no, genuinely, I like whatever was going on in the writer's room, like needs to be studied like for years. I've never seen writing quite like that. It's not good. Like
Okay.
it's
Okay. I
it's
wasn't
it's like
sure.
really no, it's like because I thought everyone was kind of like, generally like indifferent. Like it's fine was the impression I got, which I don't know, maybe something was in the air the night that I was watching it. Like I've never actually quite seen something like that. So I just felt like I needed to bring it in. Sorry to,
That's okay. I like that. I want to see
yeah.
because
So
from the
yeah,
trailer it didn't look like great writing.
they must have selected their best
Mm-mm.
and their brightest for a minute and 30 seconds because whoo,
But then
whoo.
I saw like some tweets that were like, this is the best rom-com of our generation. Like the
Yeah,
rom
I saw that too.
So I'm like, who
Well,
do I
watch and see. Watch and see.
but the thing about me is I honestly like can genuinely dig a rom-com that's like not too serious.
It's not that though.
Okay.
It's not that.
Okay.
It's like if it like it was written during the strike. I will say that much. I will say that much.
Okay.
Well, I think that the next few
Uh,
And I'm a
what it is
what
so
it is. So wait, what key? Why did you key mog me? I was at a key that was comfortable in my vocal range, and you
okay, sorry.
mogged
What it is
what
so
it is.
what's
Oh,
up?
what's up? Every
The
good
bad
girl
girl
needs a
needs a
little
little
love.
love.
Every black boy needs a little love. Oops, that one weird. If you put it down, I'ma pick it up, up,
Bup,
up.
bup. What it is so what's up?
It
I'm
is
sorry, I
so. You
can't.
changed it again.
I'm sorry.
You changed it again.
I'm sorry. What are you drinking?
Girl, I'm not drinking anything.
Girl, I'm drinking mango lemonade,
I'm,
spicy mango lemonade from Trader Joe's.
girl, maybe I'm drinking water just to be drinking something.
I'm also drinking water. I love the way it glistens. Do you see that? That's gorgeous. That is that is Timothy gorgeous. I, I don't think Timothy Gorgeous is a person. Um,
Who's who's Timothy Gorgeous? What?
but it is to me. This
Okay, I believe it. I might know
you went
him.
with Timothy Gorgeous.
It is Timothy Gorgeous.
I think I
Did
just have
you?
Timothy on the mind because of the Timothy X Kylie pregnancy rumors, and then Club Chalamet just like in her resurgence, like she was redeemed, and I loved her, and I love her.
Did she ever say anything about it?
Yeah, she held a space on X on Twitter, where she like talked about it, but I couldn't join the space, so I don't know.
Why not? You can follow her or something?
Well, I just was like at work or something, and I just didn't hear about it.
Oh, it was like alive.
Hmm.
Is that actually what they call it on Twitter? Holding space?
Yeah, well, hosting a space.
Bruh. I feel like Elon would hate that.
He's probably gonna, well, no, because he loves space, SpaceX.
That's true, but I feel like he'd be like holding woke space, like holding safe space. I don't know.
Wait, you're kind of right
I
though.
wait, holding safe space.
He would want to change it to like te Tesla.
SpaceX. He wanted to be like, no, I was gonna say he'd say like space, but like the A is an X, but like that's also wokeified. So
Yeah,
maybe he'd like red pill reclaim putting an X in words.
like folks.
Yeah, but like reclaim it in like a based red pill way. She needs to hop on because I can't say based and red pill twice. If I say it again, the furniture is gonna start spinning.
Why would you say based and red pilled again?
Because I've already said it twice that it's like, God forbid it happens again.
She said she's not received it.
Check yo junk is what I have to say. Wait, maybe check yo junk.
Me when I'm a urologist or OBGYN and I but I'm like trying to like make my patient comfortable, so I'm like I need to check the junk.
My mom,
She said nothing.
oh God. My mom, I can't talk and do this at the same time, but I have a funny joke, but it's not gonna be that funny that by the time I
She's here, she's here, she's here, but she is not so clear because okay, there she is.
she's here and she's clear.
Okay, guys, it's time for me to take a pickleback shot with tequila.
Oh God, I hate this.
So
Are you
many
all
people have been taking pickleback shots recently near me. It's a
Look how
sign.
beautiful it glistens in the sun.
Mm.
Timothy
Timothy
gorgeous.
glisten.
Timothy
Timothy
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Okay. It's so good. Like I'm not even kidding.
Is pickleback just a shot and then drink pickle juice? Everyone and their mother has been talking about shot this
Never
weekend.
heard of this in my life.
It's so
Never
delicious.
seen this.
It's so
This
delicious.
craziness.
And if you aren't on that wave, like you need to get on that wave because like it'll change your life. If you like pickles, if you don't like pickles, stay away, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we were silenced by the Zoom gods, I was talking about my werewolf fan fiction. Um, and I just want to show you like how prominent this is on my TikTok because I like liked one of them because I was like, this is hilarious, and I hope it like shows up on my For You page every time I go on. So let's just like scroll. Okay, so this is a video. Let's just wait until I get to an ad.
Oh,
That's it. Okay, some more videos. Okay, it's a lesbian. I thought it was a man and I got scared. Okay. Another werewolf fic. Okay. Love that girl. Another werewolf fic.
Oh my God.
Another werewolf fic. Okay. So now that you know how much this has infected my life, I would just like to show you like in full what the ads look like. So let me just share my screen and make sure that I can also share the audio because sometimes it like doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. Okay, shout out Veronica. Okay, can you hear this? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to start it over because the way that they chant Brad, Brad, Brad the same time twice in the exact same voices is really funny to me. Like, it's just a recording of them saying Brad, 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 and instead of them saying it 6 times, they just say it 3 times and then
Wait,
record it again.
really? I can't really like it's not like it's like kind of like buffery, so I can't really hear it 100%. I don't think we'll ever do that on Zoom, but that's really funny.
Let me make sure, let me try to see if I can do something about that.
I don't think you I
Oh,
don't
share
think
computer sound,
technology.
stereo high fidelity. Okay, that should work now.
Okay, maybe it did. Whoa, I won't look. Everyone close their eyes.
Okay.
I like don't
Or
remember what
Grace,
my passcode is. Hold on.
put your hand over the screen.
That's
Zoom? Oh my God, you
honestly
know
what
it's
it is.
bad when you go into your notes app and you type in Zoom and nothing shows up, so you don't know your password.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to guess.
High fidelity. More like by fidelity, no sound.
Can't hear
I
you.
can't. Okay, wait.
Saved by Alpha Kieran from rogue attackers. Evelyn discovers Destin mate.
Where'd the other one go?
You
Is it here?
can't be my Luna.
Literally. This is my fucking history class. Okay. This has gotta be
We should go
it.
for that.
This is literally got to be it.
To the new Alpha.
Oh my God. I can't breathe. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm paused. My screen sharing is paused. That's why. Okay. Now it's for real.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my God, go away. Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Wait. Oh my God.
No.
Brad.
It's,
Brad.
it's so buffery.
My first order as Alpha is to announce my mate, my
Better
Luna.
this way.
My Luna.
Okay, how clear is the sound for you guys?
The sound is kind of clear. The images, it's kind of in stop motion, but I'm
The
not
images are very
not
buffery.
liking it.
That's okay. That's
I'm
okay.
not liking the stop motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what's happening here is he's at some like becoming an alpha like ceremony, like and he just got a ring and he's in front of the alpha, the whatever pack they are. And his name is Brad, obviously, as you could tell from Brad. Did you guys clock that it's literally just
I did.
like,
It's just the same. They just took that and like, painted it.
that rocks. And then this guy, the Matt Smith dupe, is part of another pack, but he's royalty in that pack. And this girl, Ellie. Okay, that's Brad's parents. That's Brad. That's Ellie, this queen. She is the main character. And she has a mating bond with Brad. But watch what happens next. He's about to pick his mate.
Stacy.
He picks Stacy. Okay, and then they chant Luna, 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 because Luna is like the alpha's bride. So she's basically like the
Right.
queen
The
of the pack.
moon.
Yeah.
Congratulations. To honor you as the new Alpha, I would like to declare my mate from your pack.
Okay, Matt Smith is about to
Your Highness, such an honor. And who is your new mate?
Ellie. She's my mate.
Okay, that queen, like, I don't know who the fuck she
Ellie.
is. This one, this girl, I
Mhm.
don't know who that is. And I love that they only ever cut to her when they're showing, like, the crowd. Like, there's no one else in the crowd but her, apparently,
She's my mate.
which I love.
Your Highness, I'm afraid you cannot declare Ellie as your mate.
Okay, that look.
That's awesome.
Also, like, whoa. She's acting for her life
Acting.
there.
You got.
Son,
Oh.
what are you talking about?
Because I've already marked her.
Tagged? And if you're wondering what marked her means,
Yeah, it sounded like he peed on her.
that's what I thought initially too, but it actually means like he bit her,
Mm.
which is like worse.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so right there, as you
That's
may have
bad.
seen, it cuts back to like the same exact look and it just repeats things.
Because I've already marked her.
So it's like there was it supposed to be a commercial break there, but this is the commercial. Like this is an ad. So why did they edit it like that? Also, something that I love about these things is they aren't trailers, they're literally just like scenes. Which makes it really fun because you can really like piece together the plot. Because as you can see, like they gave me many ads, so I can like kind of piece together the plot
Ellie.
just by seeing that ad.
Did he mark you?
She and I share an unbreakable bond in our blood, one that even the royal family cannot break.
That's impossible. Brad is my mate.
You're confusing me. If you marked Ellie, she would be your Luna. Right?
You would think. You would think.
Yes.
Instead of Stacy, whom you just declared?
How is this happening?
It's happening, Stacy.
I love that
He marked
line.
me a month ago. Brad,
He's a
how dare you
dog.
mark both of us?
Brad.
What did you say, Ella?
I said, he's a dog. And not just because he's literally a dog, because that's what werewolves are.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you really mark two mates?
Did you intentionally mark two mates?
And that's where we leave off. So kind of a cliffhanger. Luckily for
Do
the
we
next
think it's
one,
Candy Crush?
mhm.
We think
I'm
it's
just
Candy
confused,
Crush?
like who their target audience is. Like it's porn, right?
Yeah, it pretty much is. As you'll be able to see in the next two, it's like even worse. Well, I mean, in that one, it obviously like there was no like pornographic scenes. But in the next two, it's like very much softcore, like scary.
Let's
So
see.
let's see. This is storyline, but it's the same story.
My father sacrificed everything for this pack. You becoming Luna would destroy it.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? For being weak?
No, he's not like
Together in a body.
Alpha.
I can't be with you. Don't come near me unless I call for you.
Are my pheromones affecting him?
So pheromones are very, very important to the politics of werewolf lore. You'll see as this goes on, but like pheromones, being in heat, someone's smell, like it's all included. So it really like brings you into the world. Like you can see the world building is like really elaborate.
Pack is doing good. I think
Okay,
we'll be
so he's the alpha of the shadow pack.
just fine this
His name
season.
is Kieran. Okay, this queen, try to guess who this is supposed to be in relation to all these other people.
like right now.
The alpha equivalent of the Lunas? I don't know.
Is she a mama? She has childbearing hips.
But
Yeah, her
whose mom
body is
is she?
she. Oh, is she Stacy's mom? Is she Stacy's mom?
Yeah.
Is she Ellie's mom?
Oh,
Is she
Ellie
Al-
and
Brad's
Stacy. No. Ellie and Stacy are a separate story completely.
Oh, right.
This is different.
His mom. She's his mom.
But like, look how old she is compared to
She's
him.
32. He's 35. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy? Crazy casting. Also, okay, Alicia Marie. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh my God, Kieran, is this your mate? She's so beautiful.
I also love how the captions are often not what they're saying. It's really fun.
I don't know how my hot-headed son got paired with a delicate girl like you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I late?
So this is basically the Stacy of this story. So you can see how the stories are literally exactly the same. They're just like with different names, pretty much.
I reject Evelyn as my Luna. I want Naomi. I reject Evelyn as my Luna.
Didn't you break up with...
Okay, did you see another time where there's supposed to be a commercial break, but then they just...
her?
No, and I'm not going to.
She was only temporary until your true mate was revealed to you.
She is my girlfriend and the Luna in my heart, okay?
Your mate is chosen by the moon goddess to be Luna of this pack.
She is an Omega. She is weak.
See?
Do you understand the consequences of rejecting your mate?
I'm not rejecting her as my mate. I reject her as my Luna. Evelyn, if you'd like, you can stay here as my mate.
You're being selfish. Have you ever considered your...
I love the third, like, female character.
I love how she's literally not in the scene at all until that. Like, it's so fun.
mate's feelings?
I'm not putting my pack at risk for her feelings.
Enough. None of us will accept Naomi as your mate. Kieran, you and Evelyn will hold a wedding ceremony on the next full moon.
What?
Wedding day.
Thank you, moon goddess.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
Let's go through this crap and
I love that actor so much. I need to watch that again.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
let's
Also, Priest. Priest. That's his name.
go through this crap and hurry it up. All right?
Karen Winters, do you take this woman to be
Do you, Kieran Winter, do you take this woman to be your mate?
your mate and Luna of the Shadow Pack?
I, Kieran Winter, Alpha of the Shadow Pack, take Evelyn Gray as my mate. And as my Luna.
Okay, so he changed his mind, clearly.
He's so mad.
He's pissed.
And do you take this man to be your mate and Alpha?
I, Evelyn Gray, accept Kieran Winter, Alpha of the Shadow Pack, as my mate and my Alpha.
In sickness and in health.
Moving on. Next.
Oh.
This part's gaggery.
Do what I did.
Do what I did. Those effects eat. First of all. And second of all, I'm doing this at my wedding.
What a strange feeling.
I now pronounce you, Karen Winter and Evelyn Gray Winter, as the Alpha and Luna of the Shadow Pack. You may now kiss your Luna.
Car salesman vibe.
Car sale, yeah. He is like, it's such a weird choice for Priest. I love it.
I was gonna say, I don't know if they had many choices, but actually considering like the amount of like background character like extras, I'm like maybe they did. And I think that's the question. That's a question.
That is a question. How can I be involved in this? How can I audition? Because I need
That
to
is
add
the
my
question.
flair. I need to add my sparkle.
No.
What are you doing here? You have your own room to stay in.
Your mom said that we should stay together since I'm your mate.
Everything happened according to your wish, right? Well, you ruined everything, you pathetic creature. You've made me put my own pack in danger.
I'm sorry, Alpha.
And what you're sorry, it's not gonna fix anything. I should have thrown you in the dungeon with the rogues when I found you.
I didn't mean for it.
Now, I don't know who the fuck the rogues are, but don't disrespect your Luna and your mate like that.
Used to happen.
I'm gonna make sure you enjoy every bit of your time with me.
Now, that doesn't make any sense. I'll make sure you enjoy every bit of your time with me. I thought you hated this bitch. And he's saying it in like a revengey tone. Like, it's weird, right?
I think it's really normal. Am I the only one a little bit turned on right now?
Wait, does anyone else have to pee right now?
Okay, roll the tapes.
What are you doing?
Why did
The video is not working.
Wait, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I know the video isn't working for me either.
But the audio is working.
It was too real. They couldn't let us know the truth.
To mate with me.
Okay.
Watch on Short TV.
Watch on Short TV.
I love the AI voice at the end.
I love AI women.
The AI
There's so
women.
much we need to discuss. I'm so into this.
Do you want to watch another one, or should we discuss? Watch another one? Okay.
Well, what does Ella want to discuss?
What?
What isn't there to discuss? Genuinely, it's like, what is it? Is it real? Is it real?
This
Is my
from the
question.
same storyline, so you might hear or see the same scenes as they are wont to do.
Here, what are you doing?
Oh, this is at the end of the last one.
No, it's not. You would think, but it's not. It's a different. I think it's before they're wet. I don't know.
You don't want me.
Nice shopping.
Okay, so it seems as though they are at some sort of market that only has one booth that sells some jewelry. And Kieran, the alpha, is with his side hoe, Naomi, I think her name is. So I think this is actually after the wedding.
Our alpha doesn't seem too keen on our Luna.
Ignore them.
Let's just go.
Fits you perfectly, my dear.
Thank you. I love it.
Let's go train.
I love how we're just like on the streets of Italy now. She knows she ate. She knows she ate. We're getting towards me.
Could this
So
be
much heavy breathing.
the lady?
No.
As I said, being in heat.
Here, what are you doing?
So it's a perfect loop. So that's the beginning again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all the clips I have. So let me stop sharing. And let's discuss that beautiful storyline.
It's so deeply horny. It's really deeply horny in a way that's a little bit disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Personally.
So I had to like spoil the magic a little bit and be like short TV Reddit because I literally need to know. But it didn't really have a lot of information. Everyone was basically in your situation of like, I'm getting these ads, what are they? There is an IMDb page for The Unwanted Mate. Like, it is a real program on short TV. But my question is it's like, because it's not porn, like on the actual app, at least any more than it is in like the videos we see. I mean, maybe it gets pornographic actually. I guess I shouldn't, but I feel like would be called that on IMDb if it actually was porn and wasn't just like the softcore, really hot stuff that we saw.
Really sexual and erotic and amazing.
Sexual
Really,
and
like,
erotic and
like I know what I'm doing when
really
we
good.
end this call kind of stuff. Anyways. But I'm like, because you know my fascination with fetish content. It has such like, it's so reminiscent of that, but it's also so reminiscent of like episode that I'm like, well,
Thank
are you gonna
God.
download the app and is it gonna be Candy Crush? Or is there something like more nefarious going on? And like I don't have the answers, but I'm so fascinated by this. Like, do these people owe somebody? Like, is it that nefarious? Who are these people? Because like, what are they getting from this? Why are they doing this? Like, is this a passion project?
I'm like, how much would you have to get paid to act in this? You know what I mean?
I would
And
do
like
it
How
for
you're
much
free.
could you get paid?
that's what I'm wondering. Because
Like,
like it's not a
literally,
free app, right? Like it costs money to have the app and consume the
then
content.
maybe it's so AI too, but they are real people. Like, I was really thinking, I was like, have we gotten to this point where, but I don't think we have. I don't, no. The way that priest was acting, that was a human.
Oh
Those
yeah,
were human eyes.
Yeah. His
that
name
was
is
a
definitely
human, and I
Bill.
know him on a personal
I
level.
know
I know him.
deeply, deeply.
I love him. I feel
I
tenderly
love
about
him.
him.
I need him to officiate my wedding.
And I want him to also like deliver it in like such a weird, awkward way. I love him.
Do you, Evelyn Winters? Like, I don't even know how
Can we
we
cut
should,
this
like,
crap already?
Can we get this crap already? I'm just following protocol. It's like he's such like he's the
a
embodiment
daddy.
of like the embodiment of like I hate my bitch wife. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't
It's
get it.
actually, it's UK based. Shorts TV.
That makes
But it's
sense
all
because I
like
feel like
American
every
actors.
scene that was outside was like gray skies.
Yeah. But actually, Shorts TV might be different than Short TV.
I
Wait,
believe it.
which one is UK based?
Shorts TV.
Singular.
I believe Short
Ashley
TV is the
Michelle
one that we got.
Evelyn is played by Miss One Ashley Michelle Grant, and I'm like, that's maybe my sister.
That
Not
is
like
your
Grant
sister.
is like top, like one of the most common names. Like, it's definitely not that. It's definitely my sister.
It's probably your sister.
I mean, I felt like connected. So
It's weird to me that like these ads are on TikTok, which has no age restriction. So you could
Mhm.
fully be like 12 years old scrolling and seeing this ridiculously horny content. And it's not just
I
like
mean,
horny in
that's
like a
probably their target.
yeah, it's not just horny in a fun way, it's like horny in like a weird way where he's like negging her so much. Like the whole plot is like
Yeah.
I'm gonna neg her and then also we're gonna fuck.
And also like choking, like
Yeah. And he's like being physically aggressive with her.
being physically aggressive and like mean, and it's awful
Weird.
for our young girls to see.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
so
it's very
scared. So
dark.
many kids are incels now. Like so many little boys are like
Oh my
incels.
God. Oh my God, it's awful. Because I work at a library and like a lot of middle school boys just like, because we're right next to a middle school, so like a lot of middle schoolers period just like come and like it's like, oh, it's bad. I was like thought for like a second, I was like, well, maybe like boys are better because feminism, but no, it's so dark.
Really?
Like this shit I overhear, not like all like I mean, obviously there's like out like extreme cases, and not even like it's like extreme, but like I'm sure like what I hear isn't necessarily a reflection of everybody, but like I'm just like I don't know. But there also is a sense of like, and maybe this isn't good either, but like middle school is just the time to be the most like edgy
Evil.
as you can, and but it sucks that when it's girls, it's like I'm gonna cut myself, and then with the boys, it's like I'm gonna like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
the
abuse
time to say that
women.
in a good way, but like
No, it
it's
is,
just
it's definitely scary that it's like women very much internalize like every struggle that we have is like just taken out on ourselves. And then every struggle that men have is also taken out on women.
yeah.
We need to
Yeah,
start
basically
taking shit
that.
out on men.
That sounds like the solution.
I did have a weird
Anyways,
conversation. Wait, you go, Queen.
I'm I actually am like genuinely so interested in this. Like it's very
Yeah.
dark, but like I do need to get to the bottom of it.
I know. I do too.
I feel like we're gonna see some big YouTuber willing to pay for the subscription to the app and like walk us through the
I
Well,
weirdness.
I
I'm
did
actually
see.
on I'm actually on the r/Cody Co Reddit and
Really?
because that's what happened when I looked up like short TV Reddit and it was like Cody, please react to this app.
I saw,
So
so
yeah.
she's not like super big, but she is like a reaction YouTuber who does like commentary stuff. Chad, she like did a YouTube video on a different series, but like similar in that like she found it through TikTok and it is about, so there's another one about werewolves. This one is even crazier because it's about a werewolf who is also the main girl's professor and also
Saw that clip
her stepbrother.
on Twitter. I saw that clip. The
Yeah.
shower clip.
Yeah, so there's another like shower scene. Like they basically
Super
just ripped it
weird.
off. Whichever one came first. Like I don't know. I don't that's like the thing that confuses me the most is how are there like three different entities making the exact same content? It's really crazy.
I
Parallel
don't
thought,
I
girl.
mean they're probably maybe not three, maybe they're one.
Yeah, that's true.
I dropped that like that was like a crazy bar if that even though that's literally just like how everything works. But like I don't know. Or like even if they're not one, like I'm sure they're like kind of like we'll have the like
It's
things
like
like
all just a shell
open
corporation
two of the same
pumping out
businesses
werewolf
next to
content.
each other. I'm just like really really interested. I'm
The
so happy
werewolf
you brought this to my
conglomerate.
attention. The werewolf, the alpha conglomerate. Like which one's the alpha? Is like what I'm trying to know. Like
That's true. I don't know.
I feel like the company that's doing Werewolf stepbrother professor plotline is the alpha, just because they went like so absurd with it.
It's really,
they
I'm
did
gonna send you the
everything.
video because it's really crazy.
It's
But
really
she
bizarre.
literally paid like $40, which doesn't make any sense. How are they charging that much money for this series?
Yes.
Do you think it's like a I mean, I'm not gonna get too tin hattery, but like I'm trying to think like what people pay extreme amounts of money for, and it's like sex. And like even if it's not pornographic explicitly, like do you think it's like a weird niche fetish thing? Because like literally
Definitely.
or it's bots. Like I can't think of
Definitely.
because if it's geared towards 12-year-olds, they're not dropping that kind of money on it. So like my only thought is like really wealthy, like perverted men or bots.
But I
Yeah.
don't think wealthy, perverted men, they have other means to get what they want that doesn't include like this low of quality.
But like
But like
women
what
like
if
this
that's what
content
it
too.
is?
Like,
Like
but
where
like
else are they
all
gonna
these, there's all these like books like getting churned out every fucking day where it's just like the baseball player and the girl and the nurse, and it's like it's always just softcore porn. No, literally. You're a
maybe it's
problem. It's just softcore porn. And they're like reading this and like it's like a book talk thing. I don't have TikTok, so consume TikTok content through Twitter, unfortunately. And so it's like a whole thing on book talk where like women are just reading these. It's just softcore
spicy,
porn.
right?
And
The
it's spicy.
spiciness.
Oh my God. And they're like, this
Literally
is
when
like
you
such a
walk into a
spicy
Barnes
scene.
when you walk into a Barnes and Noble, they'll have like a thing that's like spicy talk and it's like a table full
I
of
guess
books.
it
I
is
hate
like
that.
more catered towards like I'm gonna use this term incorrectly, whatever, I don't know what else to say, but more like female gaze catered,
Yeah.
which is interesting
Yeah.
because you don't see a lot of fetish content that is not. This is a win for feminism, is what it is.
Well,
Werewolf.
I think it's different than fetish content.
Yeah, it's not that. Like, I don't think that's the right
But
term to
the thing
use.
about like ACOTAR versus like this is that, yeah, when you read ACOTAR, it's like it's bad writing, like for sure. But when you watch this, it's so much more jarring how terrible the quality is that it's like it's kind of shocking that like it is even being made.
I
I don't
said it as a joke, but it is kind of giving Anyone But You. The quality of that writing.
Yeah. Well, we're about to run out of time, but this has been a fun little discussion. Um love you girls
Love
and
you,
I'll
girls.
and love our audience and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.
Bye.